Gordon yawned and stretched his very long arms. He could barely see the tips of his claws in the early morning light. Mist was rising over him like a cloud. The treetops were coming alive with movement and sound. Next to him, his sister Gloria was still asleep. Her head was resting between her bent knees. "Gloria," Gordon whispered. She didn't move. Gordon gently shook his sister's knee. "Gloria, wake up. Mom and Dad are singing." Gloria finally stirred from her sleep. She yawned and stretched. Her arms were very long, too. "Morning, Gordon," Gloria mumbled. "Shh," Gordon said. He put a finger over his lips. "Listen." There were many other loud sounds in the jungle. Together, Gordon and Gloria listened to their parents, who were singing in the distance. Even though there were many other pairs of gibbons singing together, Gordon and Gloria could easily pick out their parents' song. As Gordon listened to his parents, he closed his eyes. He imagined he was singing like his father. His voice was strong and clear. Every note he hit was perfect. In his dream, his wife was singing back. Her song was flawless too. Not another creature made a sound. The usually loud jungle was silent. Everyone was listening to the morning duet he sang with his wife. "What's that racket?" screeched Billy the Hornbill. He swooped down and landed on Gordon and Gloria's branch, jolting Gordon from his daydream. "Morning, Billy," Gloria said, rubbing her eyes. "It's just Gordon practicing for his finals." "Is it that time already?" Billy asked. He rubbed his rather large beak against a branch to clean it. "I can remember when you were just a little guy, croaking and coughing your songs." Gordon looked down, but Billy didn't seem to notice. "You still sound a bit like Fern, though I don't see much of her up here." Billy stopped talking, lost in thought. "That's because Fern lives on the jungle floor, Billy. Everyone knows that." Gloria giggled. "Still, Gordon's song is more like the floor song than the sky song," Billy mused. "Well, time to be off. Good luck, Gordon." And the gibbons were left with a single yellow feather as Billy flew off. "Don't listen to him," Gloria said to her big brother. "You don't sound like a frog." "Yes, I do. And I definitely don't sound like Dad. I'll never pass the test." Gordon swung off quickly. Gloria watched as he swung effortlessly from branch to branch. She could hear Gordon practicing his calls. The sound of his song was different. She couldn't deny that. His voice was much deeper than Dad's. Billy was right. Gordon sort of sounded like Fern. "Good morning, darling," Mom said as she swung onto Gloria's branch. "What are you doing up so early?" Mom sat down behind Gloria and started grooming her. "Gordon woke me up. He was listening to you and Dad sing. Then he started practicing for his exam. I think he's nervous, Mom." Yes, you're probably right." Do you think he'll pass? Gloria asked, but Mom didn't answer her. Gordon was out of breath when he stopped swinging. He always swung when he was nervous. He was looking for Benjamin. He could smell him, so he knew he had to be close by. Gordon breathed in his friend's buttery scent. He wasn't looking where he put his foot down. Instead of a branch, he felt something warm and furry. Ouch! Benjamin shouted. Oh, sorry, Benny. I didn't see you there. Did I wake you? Gordon asked as he sat down next to Benjamin. No, Gordon. Well, yes, I could hear you coming. Great. Gordon sighed. Gordon knew Benjamin didn't mean his swinging. Gibbons are supposed to be loud, Benjamin said. Yes, but that's not why I woke you. Everyone's loud in the jungle. You would never get any sleep if the morning songs bothered you. Your song is just different, Gordon. It stands out more. It's just... Benjamin hesitated, not sure what to say to cheer up his friend. I sound like Fern, Gordon said. Well, maybe a little, Benjamin agreed. I'm never going to pass this test. I'm going to stay in singing school forever, Gordon said. Benjamin was quiet for a moment. Gordon thought he'd fallen asleep and was just about to swing away. Have I ever told you about what happened to my tail? Benjamin asked. He let out a high-pitched howl. He did that sometimes when he was sad. Gordon was very quiet. Everyone knew that bear cats have long tails. Benjamin's tail was only about half the size of an ordinary bear cat tail. No, Benny, you haven't, Gordon said. He wasn't thinking about his singing test anymore. My mom was showing my brothers and sisters and me how to use our tails. You know, these things are really important to bear cats. We use them a lot, Benjamin said as he curled his short tail. Gordon smelled buttery popcorn again. Benjamin continued. We were learning how to wrap our tails around branches to help us climb. Mine got caught between two branches and I was stuck. An eagle saw me and... Gordon gasped. He didn't know his friend had almost been eaten by an eagle. Yeah, it was scary, but my tail really saved me. How? Gordon didn't understand. The eagle couldn't pull me out of the tree. Mom started hissing and swiping her claws at the eagle, and he flew away. What a close call. Yeah, Benjamin yawned. A close call indeed. My tail stopped growing after that, but the rest of me didn't. Gordon looked at Benjamin's tail. It really was shorter than the other bear cat tails. Gordon had never really thought of Benjamin as different, though. Thanks for telling me what happened, Benny. Gordon hugged his friend. Good luck on your test. Go make Fern proud, Benny said. Gordon punched him lightly. Benjamin yawned again and made a little chuckle sound. He did this when he was happy. Gordon swung back home. Mom looked a little worried. It's nearly time for your singing test, Gordon. Dad is at school with the other Gibbon fathers. They're all waiting for you. Good luck, Gordon, Gloria said. Thanks, Gloria. Bye, Mom. Gordon kissed his mom and sister goodbye and croaked a few notes as he swung to the school. The Gibbon fathers were arranged in a semicircle on the jungle floor. They sat on the soft carpet of plants and leaves. There was a stage for Gordon to climb on.
Good morning, Gordon.
Dad said.
Morning.
The other Gibbon fathers murmured. Good morning, everyone, Gordon replied.
Okay, Gordon. Are you ready to start?
Dad asked. Gordon nodded. He did a few warm-ups as he walked to the stage. Some of the dads cringed, but Gordon didn't notice. He climbed up on the stage. He was about to start the first call, a lovely morning song which he'd heard his father sing countless times. But he froze. He could see a leopard hidden in a low branch not far from the fathers. The leopard was fast asleep, but Gordon knew it wouldn't take much to wake him up. He didn't know what to do, so he just did what came naturally. He started making his low croak, except this time it was a whisper. At first, none of the Gibbon fathers could understand him. They looked at him, and then at each other, and back at him. Dad looked at him with his head tipped to the side, but everyone sensed something was wrong. Gordon kept repeating the same low croak like a whisper. He was afraid to make a louder sound. Then Gordon's dad's eyes widened. He turned around very slowly. The leopard was still sleeping. The other fathers did the same thing. Quietly, all the Gibbons leaped from the jungle floor to the treetops. The troop swung nearly silently through the trees until they were a safe distance away. Dad, how did you know what I meant? Gordon asked breathlessly when they got to safety.
You were just being you, Gordon. It just took me a little while to understand that.
Gordon's dad hugged him. Gordon passed the test, and the Gibbons added a new sound to singing school. It was Gordon's call, and it meant, danger, a leopard is close by. From then on, the Gibbons used Gordon's call to warn each other about leopards.
Discuss. How does Gordon save his father and the other Gibbons?